Alright, so today we're going to do crawfish. Crawfish is something that's a staple down in South Mississippi, and we're about to have some fun and make a crawfish boil. There's a million ways to make crawfish, and everybody's got their own particular way down here anyway. But this is the way I make crawfish. I thought I'd share it with you guys. Just follow along, simple step-by-step guide right here, and I promise you're going to have some good crawfish at the end of this. I just threw it out on the table, about to get the family in on this, and we're going to hammer down on some crawfish. This is good stuff right here. With crawfish this good, it's going to make you want to slap your mama. Alright, to get started, we're going to need a few things here. Of course, you're going to need a bag of live crawfish, a propane jet cooker, you want an aluminum crawfish pot with the strainer inside, a cooler with a plug on the back, wooden or steel crawfish paddle, I use both on this one, a stick of unsalted butter. You're going to use about half of this container of salt. I use Louisiana fish fry products. It's great when boiling crawfish. You need your garlic, corn on the cob, frozen, some new potatoes, not too big, yellow onions, your favorite sausage. I got 2 packs because I like them so much. Fresh lemons, whole white mushrooms, not too big on those either. And of course your beer. Alright, first you want to pour your crawfish into the cooler. That's where you're going to rinse them at. Make sure you keep the crawfish in the shade because that heat will kill the crawfish before you get a chance to cook them. Rinse them off thoroughly and leave the hose in the cooler so it'll continue rinsing while you're doing the other stuff. Fill your pot just over half full so you have room for the crawfish. Then go ahead and put it on the burner. Alright, stir in your seasoning. You want to bring that to a rolling boil. Put the top on so it doesn't take forever to boil. And while that's getting ready, we're going to get the rest of it ready too. Alright, go ahead and purge your crawfish. You want to pour about half of that salt container over the top of the crawfish. There's an argument about whether to purge your crawfish or not. Some say don't do it because it kills the crawfish. I tell you guys, I've been doing this for many years and I've always purged my crawfish. Stir gently, get them all cleaned up. Alright, now go ahead and cut your lemons in half, and you're going to squeeze those into the water that you have boiling over there. Okay, now for our extras. The first thing you want to do is cut these potatoes up and get those cooking because they take the longest to cook. They're already pretty small potatoes, but any of them that are kind of large you want to cut in half so that you can cook those faster. Alright, now that we're at a rolling boil, let's go ahead and throw our stick of butter in there. If you're cooking more than 1 pot of crawfish, use 1 stick of butter per pot. This will help them peel easier when you're eating. Alright, with your strainer in, go ahead and put your potatoes in. Let those cook for about 10 minutes before you put the rest. Now let's cut up our sausage. I normally put them in 2-bite chunks. In other words, that takes 2 bites to eat each piece. Now these things get spicy, but I love them. I actually put 2 packs in this one. Get a tray handy so you can throw all your extras in. Alright, open up your mushrooms, get those on the tray. Now let's grab your onions. You're going to peel off the outer layer of skin on these onions, and then you're going to half them or quarter them. I actually quartered these. I halved them first and then I went back and quartered them. Alright, now for your garlic. You only want 2 or 3 garlic cloves. That flavor is pretty strong in there. But crush them up, throw them in your mixture there. Alright, now you've got your tray ready, and don't forget your corn. Those are going to go on top of the crawfish. Now let's go ahead and dump your crawfish into the strainer. Grab any stragglers that might have fallen out while you were dumping. This is our dog Princess. She didn't know whether to eat this thing or run. I ended up letting that little fella go. He had a little fighting spirit in him. Alright, then slowly lower your crawfish into the boiling water. You don't want to splash yourself while doing this. Then mix them up. Mix those vegetables into the crawfish. That's where you're going to get all the flavor. Make sure your crawfish are underneath the water so that they're getting boiled. Your vegetables are going to float on top, but the crawfish need to be underneath. Then put the top back on. Alright, leave the jet burner on for 5 more minutes and let it cook. Then after that, you're going to turn it off. Alright, now your crawfish are still cooking in the pot while it's soaking. So let it soak for 20-30 more minutes. The time will vary. You just want to taste the crawfish periodically throughout that soaking time so you know when they're done. Alright, when they're done, go ahead and pull them and let it drain for a second before you put it on the concrete. After they cool down for a second, go ahead and dump them on the table. They're ready to eat. Go ahead and test a few. Now I wanted to put this in the video. Make sure you dump your pot off of the grass or on the fence line because it will kill the grass. Alright, when you're done, all the vegetables should be soft. The potatoes should be soft. The mushrooms, the sausage, all of it should be well cooked. Also, make sure you don't eat the crawfish with the straight tails. Their tails should be tucked under. What that means is that they were dead when they were cooked. You don't want those because you don't know how long they've been dead for. They could be bad. So now you know how to make a crawfish boil. Don't forget to follow me for more easy guides to outdoor cooking videos. I try to make it real simple, step-by-step easy guides. See you next time.